Okay, so this app is called PredictCurrent, and it's done by a company called PredictWind. And so you can see this is Long Island Sound right here, and this is the current that's happening right now. It's a tidal location, so I'm just going to go through and change the time here. And so what we're doing is looking at the tide changing over time, and you can just click on a point anywhere in the chart, and you can see what the current is, what the direction is, and you can just move around and see different times, different current speeds and directions. And again, as we just sort of go through time here, you can see that was kind of a slack period right there. And we can just watch the tide go in and out. It's quite fascinating, actually. Okay, so that's predict current. We can also do predict waves. So here's the waves, and so we can look at any point in Long Island Sound here, and it's going to show the wave height, the wave direction, and the wave period. And wave data is very, very important because that will give you an idea about what the conditions are for your crew getting seasick, including yourself. So very high waves and very tight period means a lot of vertical acceleration, so that's not good. So kind of a day that you don't want to go out on. And then of course this is predict wind, so we can find out what the wind is doing in time. So I'm just clicking through the different times of the day here, and we're seeing that Tuesday at 2 o'clock it's going to be quite windy, 26 knots coming out of 288 true. So this is a fantastic app. It's an app that you really should have as a boater to work on safety and making your crew comfortable. The other cool thing that what PredictWind does is that if you're going on a long trip, it can actually plot a route, so it can do route planning for you, and it'll give you the conditions and the worst conditions all the way along the route. So you might say, well, I don't want to see any more than 25 knots of wind, so it will route you in a certain direction based on that. You might also see that I don't want to see certain wave accelerations, vertical accelerations, so I don't want the crew to get sick, so it'll route you away from any waves, and it'll actually tell you even what is the best time to leave to get to your destination given those constraints of wave height and acceleration and speed and tide and everything. So check out PredictWind. It's a great app, and be safe out there.